All right, let me start with number 9. For this one, it's a square root equation. So whenever it's a square root, you're going to square it. So whatever the index is, so for example, if it's the square root, you raise it to the second power. If it's the cubed root, you raise it to the third power. And if it's the fourth root, you raise it to the fourth power, okay? So first thing you want to do for these is isolate the root. So we're going to isolate, and then we're going to raise to the power. And then we're just basically going to solve it, okay? So since it's a square root, right, there's a 2 there, we raise it to the second power to the second power. So that cancels. We get 2 minus 25x equals 25x squared. Since it's a squared equation, we want to factor it, okay? So it's 25x squared plus 25x minus 2 equals 0. So as I'm thinking about this, Miss Meadows did say that some of them are not factorable, but on the quiz they will be factorable. So I'm thinking that this was one of the ones that you needed a quadratic solution to it. So what you would do from here is you would go ahead and you would factor it, set it equal to 0, and then you set each one of these equal to 0, okay? So maybe this was the one she was talking about that didn't factor, but she assured me that on the quiz tomorrow it will factor. So for this one, you'd have to do quadratic. So x equals, so minus b plus or minus b squared minus 4 times a times c, and then all over 2a, or 2 times 25. But I'm not going to finish this just because she definitely said that it factored. But the process is the same, okay? So then for number 11, so I'm assuming that's what's happening here. For number 11, you have the roots, so the cube root, 4x minus 1, and then 6x plus 5. So 6x plus 5. So if the roots are isolated, you're going to raise it to that root, okay? So if it's the cube root, you're going to raise it to the third power. So I'm going to raise both sides to the third power. To the third power, cancels. So we get 4x minus 1 equals 6x plus 5. And then we just solve it. So I'm going to get the x's to one side. So I'm going to bring over the 4x. So we get negative 1 equals 2x plus 5. And then I'm going to bring back the 5. So you get negative 6 is 2x, x equals negative 3. If it's an odd root, we do not need to check it. Okay, so your answer is your answer if you want to check it, just to see that you get the correct answer, but it should work itself out just fine. Okay, so whatever the root is the power you're going to raise it to. Okay, all right, so for number, let me do 7. So for, I know you didn't ask for 7, but for 7, it's going to be, so 10x plus 24 equals x plus 12. So again, isolate the root. It's isolated. We square both sides because it's the square root, and square it like that. So we're going to get 10x plus 24 equals x squared plus 24x plus 144. So I'm going to bring everything to the right. So x squared, I'm going to subtract the 10x to get plus 14x. And then I'm going to do 144 minus the 24. So if we do 144 minus 24, you get 120. So I'm going to go ahead and factor it. So again, this may be one of the ones that Ms. Meadows said that doesn't factor. You have to use quadratic, but she did assure me on the quiz it will factor. So again, process the same. Square both sides. Get everything to one side. Factor it, set it equal to 0. This would be one that you would want to check. So you definitely want to check this one. Okay, and we're checking for that idea of the negative. Remember, you can't have a square root equal to a negative number over here. So normally when we do the factoring, one's positive, one's negative, and for the most part, you throw out the negative answer. All right, let me do 14 real quick. So we've got 6x plus 8, raise it to the 1/2 power, minus 3x equals 0. So it's the same idea. Think of the fractional exponent as a root. So you want to isolate the root. So we're going to bring over, so 6x plus 8 to the 1/2 power equals 3x. Okay, since it's a square root, because raise something to the 1/2 power, it means the square root of x. So I'm going to square both sides. cancels it, squared. So you get 9x squared and then 6x plus 8. Bring everything over, and then I'm going to, it's a minus 8. So I'm going to go ahead and, so 9x squared minus 6x minus 8 equal to 0, and then we're going to go ahead and try to factor it. I think this factors like this. Let me see, 9x squared minus 12x plus 6x minus 8. So this should work. So you're going to set each one equal to 0. X equals, bring over the 2, you get negative 2, divide by 3, and then 3x equals 4, x equals 4 over 3. So again, you should check this one because technically it is a square root. It would be hard to check the fractions, but again, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say I'm going to throw out the negative and keep the positive, but you could check it. You would do 6 times 4/3 plus 8. So this becomes a 1, this becomes a 2. You get 8 plus 8 is 16. Square root of 16 is 4. 4 minus 3 times 4/3 is 4 minus 4, which is 0. So it actually does check. It is very difficult to check the fractions, but all I'm doing here is I'm going back to the original. So I'm taking the 4/3, plugging it into here. So 6 times 4/3, add the 8. You get the 16 in here. Square root of 16 is 4. And then plug it in here. 3 times 4/3 is 4, so 4 minus 4 is 0. So it does check out. Okay, all right, hope this helps.